Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing wonderfully well. It's mid to late February 2025 and it's very exciting because the second part of the Afghanistan map is now available in DCS. So if you remember, here is Afghanistan. You can see the border of the country in red here. Initially, we had the first third, known as the Western Third, which is shown in purple here. Now added is the Eastern Third, which is shown in this brown box here. The area in the brown box and inside the Afghanistan country. Later on, of course, will come the black box, which is the stuff up to the north here. So this area in brown is now moved from low fidelity to high fidelity. So we now have the towns, the infrastructure, the bases all added. And that's what we're going to look at today. So far, 10 bases have been added and we'll go through them one by one so you can have a look. We have Bamyan. And of course, I apologize for all the pronunciation errors I'm going to make today. Next, we have the all-important Bagram. Then, the capital, Kabul. Then, Jalalabad. Then, Khost or Khost. And Khost heliport. Next, Gardez. Ghazni heliport. Sharana. And the 10th and final one, Ergon heliport. So guys, I suggest we spend an hour or so just seeing as many new sites as we can. I've put a path out for us here. We don't have to follow it. If we want to divert and do whatever we want, we can do that. But I suggest let's start with it. Let's start at Bamyan. They're starting some F-16s because they're nice and easy in terms of visibility, and have a look around this area. Then let's head east towards this area here where the Panjshir Valley starts, which was very important, of course, in the 1980s Soviet-Afghanistan war, and we've covered it before in a couple of videos. Let's have a look at any changes to the Panjshir Valley up here as far as we want to go. Then turn round and then let's go to Bagram Air Base, of course. Very important for the Americans in the previous conflict that's just ended. Then let's go south to the capital, Kabul. Kabul is a very big city, obviously, so I suggest we land at this point, we jump in some helicopters, and we go and have a look round at kind of treetop or rooftop level. Once we're finished, we'll get back on our F-16s and let's head east to Jalalabad. At Jalalabad, we can either just use our F-16s or we can land again and look around in helicopters. We'll just see how we feel at the time, guys, see what it all looks like. Next, we're going to go south, pass over a bit of Pakistan and get to Khost or Khost. Again, we can either land and have a look around in helicopters or we can just have a look around from higher altitude. Have a look at the heliport and then head west. We've got then Gardez, Ghazni, Sharana and Ergon. These are quite small airfields, so I figured it'd be fun if we try to land in these in our F-16s and see what happens. At that point, Simba has cooked something special for us at the end as we delve into China, but we'll worry about that at the end. Guys, at this point, I've not really had a look around myself. Some of you may have. Anything to add before we get cooking?
The runway at Bamyan is like a ploughed field. It's very rough. The profile is not quite sorted yet, I suspect.
And that sounds a perfect starting point for this thing, guys.
It's not even straight.
Welcome in, viewers. Today's explorers are Simba, Poosh, Matrix Dark, me, Cannibal Bird. Hello, boys.
Hello, boys. Hello. Hello, boys.
So, guys, we'll talk about this lots, but previously, most of our combat missions we've done on this map have been based around here. I know you can't see my screen, but this is around the Helmand province. The British were involved there, the Americans and other factions as well. And that was a real hot spot because once the Taliban had been pushed out of this country, kind of into Pakistan, and then years later when they started pushing back in, one of their major entrances back into the country was Pakistan, and then up here through Helmand back into kind of Kandahar here. So there was a lot of action. But we've never been able to simulate the action over here, which was, I think, was primarily American, especially near the beginning of the conflict. And now we can.
Yeah, there was a lot of action back in the early 2000s when they kicked the Taliban out the first time up here.
Yes.
And over on the east side of the country is a lot of anti-insurgent stuff that took place. One of the hotter spots was over there.
Listen, boys, right, I see Dark, I see Simba, the rest are boring plain grey. Alright, guys, it's very dark at the moment, so I can't really see. You said the runway's bumpy, so I'm just going to take it easy and see what happens. I don't see anything that could possibly go wrong. We're at Bamyan, viewers, Bamyan.
I'm just going to sit and watch this tragic.
Oh, yeah, just watch this.
Why would it be tragic, guys? I think you're wrong. Wrong.
Because I'm down the nose with steering.
You'll need that.
I will.
100 knots, no problems thus far. 120. Man, this is a powerful jet. Oh, wow! It dips! Oh! Ow, ow, ow. Burner on. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, guys. Not gonna lie. Is my gear bust? No, rugged. You know what that is, boys? Rugged. Engineering by whoever made this logo. I can't remember. There are the boys. And all their sexiness. Look at you all doing it. First time. Almost like you've played this video game before, guys. Right, we're starting off. It's a bit dark, obviously, viewers. It won't come out very well in YouTube, but don't worry, the sun will rise as we get going. But there, for what you can see, is kind of a little mountain town known as Bamyan.
Yeah, this is where those Buddhist statues were destroyed by the Taliban.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't. All that's left is the holes in the side of the hill, and DCS doesn't show them.
Yeah, so I remember it happening. Okay, well, not a lot to see here until the sun comes up, guys. So I'm going to head east to 090 pretty much, and we're going to work our way to Bagram. We're not going to go there yet. We're going to bypass it and go into the Panjshir Valley, which of course we do know a bit about now.
I won't be joining you initially because DCS has completely buggered my keybinds.
Embarrassing for you.
It is indeed.
Yeah, I got that on the F-86 at the moment. I just cannot get them working for some reason. Never mind.
A lot of blue textures on these mountains here. I don't know if it's just the sun on them.
I don't see it. I don't see any blue. Oh yeah, maybe I do. Is that blue, viewers?
Light blue, I don't know.
Sign up for that experimental government drug program again?
Sure.
Which one? Yeah, just looking to the south of that valley, there's like reds and greeny blues in the mountains.
The light reflecting off the slight amount of vegetation.
Could be my purple visor too.
I've heard these mountains are actually quite the view.
I really want to go out of the country. I haven't been out of the country in about probably, wow, so sad, well over 15 years now. I really want to, but the problem I've got is, I don't know if you guys ever had this, but I call him baby, he's not a baby anymore, but he has a 2-day tolerance. So if we go out of routine, then he can tolerate 1 day, he can tolerate 2 days, and you guys that come on the Bournemouth holidays will know this with me, Bournemouth Air Show, but day 3, he just goes absolutely ballistic, and that's it. So we can't go anywhere more than 2 days, basically. Yeah, maybe it's just a me thing. So we're just waiting until he gets a little bit older, and maybe we'll get to leave the country again one day. We'll see. Well, those guys on the right are snow-covered. So if they're snow-covered, they must be pretty high. So what's our barometric? 12,000. They must be about 9,000, I would guess, then.
A lot of these mountain peaks are at 12, 14, and 16,000 feet.
Roger. And that is actually really high, isn't it? I mean, the biggest we've got in this country is like 3.5?
4.2.
I was up at 10,000 and it was, I mean, you could walk around fine, but you wouldn't want to be doing anything sporting.
Where was that?
Quickly. Rocky Mountains.
Is that America?
Yeah.
America has 10,000 foot mountains.
America has 14,000 foot mountains.
Where is that in the country?
It isn't.
Just say left, right, and don't tell me a state, I won't know. Left.
West.
From Alaska all the way down into the States.
Right,
Sierras, the Olympic Mountains, several groups of them are huge.
I've never heard any of them. I thought the only ones I knew of in America were the Andes, which is not your country, obviously. They're really big.
South America.
Is that Mount Olympia where they do that race up the side of the hill?
Unknown.
Pikes Peak?
No, there's like a running race up the side of a hill in Alaska.
Running race?
Running up a hill.
Yeah.
What kind of knobhead does that?
Yeah, they're crazy.
It's a terrible idea.
There's a Pikes Peak Marathon. Run from
No,
7,000 feet.
There's the greatest one of all, which is the 100-mile race from Death Valley, which is the lowest point in the United States, to the top of Mount Whitney, which is the highest point in the lower 48 at 12 or 14,000 feet.
I didn't know Death Valley was the lowest. So is that why it's so hot there, do we think then? It must be, mustn't it?
It's very hot. You can cook eggs on the roads.
Wow.
Just helps it's a desert too.
Oh.
Hey, Dark.
Yeah.
Looks like your deer are down.
Oh, Dark. How embarrassing for you, Dark. Did you smash them? Or are you just being dark?
They're down. Oh, they're broken. They're
Oops.
smashed.
That is most unfortunate. You're going to have a very right. That looks like is that Bagram? We are indeed at Bagram. We'll have a look in a minute. So tell me, guys. My understanding of Bagram is where the F-16s were based in the latter half of the conflict. I mean, it's like a 20-year conflict. It's a generational conflict, isn't it? But you had a lot of American USAF action from Bagram. Am I right? And does anyone know anything about it? Because I don't yet, because I haven't read.
Yep, Bagram was a heavily utilized base, not just by F-16s, but yeah, it was the main air base in this part of the country.
Roger. Look at that, viewers. That looks absolutely cool, right? It's amazing how good games have got now. There's it's a big valley surrounded by mountains either side, and just an urban sprawl, guys. And there's the capital, Kabul, down there somewhere. From high altitude, this is one sexy country. Look around, viewers. Look at that. Well, we're basically over the Himalayas now, aren't we? Or at the foothills of the Himalayas.
Panjshir?
20,000 feet is going to be... Right, Panjshir Valley, well reminded.
SPD BRK.
Alright, guys, I am diving into Panjshir. Viewers, I can't remember why it's called Panjshir. It's probably a town along it. It's a massive valley. It spans from Bagram here, however many hundreds of miles, 150 miles here, to China. The Soviets used it, in fact that's not quite right. What happened was in 1980, when the Soviets invaded, for political reasons, the leader of the resistance, they weren't called the Taliban, what were they called? Mujahideen, I believe they were called, settled in Panjshir, this massive valley here, and they took it as theirs, so very much more used in the 1980s rather than the latter conflict. And it was used to transport goods for both coalitions. And if you remember, guys, they set up strongholds, and the Soviets poured huge military resources, I'm diving by the way, to try and push the Mujahideen out of these townships in the 1980s, and suffered almost unbelievable losses. And we were looking at, I forget the numbers now, but it was very much one of the reasons for the collapse of the Soviet Union 10 years later was the huge vast losses of men and materiel from the Soviets at the hands of the Mujahideen in these hills. And they never really got it. The Soviets never really fully took it because of how dynamic the Mujahideen were. Just imagine being in here. Wow, that looks good. Just being in here and trying to fight in this valley against the mountain fighters of the Mujahideen. It was just an impossible task.
After the Taliban took over from the Soviets, this is where the opposition had their headquarters. The Taliban couldn't kick them out of here either.
Roger. So that was almost the other way around then.
Yeah, I don't think we had too much action up here. Somebody could correct me, obviously, but
Was it the Northern Coalition or something they were called?
Yeah.
They were actually the remnants of the former government that the Soviets had set up.
Yeah, how weird. When the mountains look proper pucker, mate. I'm just going to dive into one and see. It'll break up when I get close, presumably. But well, I can see another 1980s scenario down here, guys.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fun map for some missions.
Look at that. I mean, it looks good for us anyway. YouTube will probably smash it in terms of graphics, but it looks great flying around here, viewers. It feels just like you're in a real aeroplane flying around the real canyons. Pretty much as a, simulation can do.
Yeah, this is all done with the new terrain kit that DCS or that Eagle Dynamics is using and pushing out to the third-party developers to utilize. It's why the mountains feel like they have so much more detail to them.
Oh, I should put my frames per second on as well, viewers. How do we do that? I'm just trying to sort that out now. There you go. You can see my FPS there. It's like a 5-year-old computer, so it's not, it's not anything special, but you can see it if you want. The valley gets kind of skinnier and deeper the closer it gets to China. In fact, we might already be in China. Let's have a look. No, we're nowhere near China.
No, China's quite a flight.
Roger, but I don't want to waste any more time, viewers, so I'm going burners on, and I'm back to Bagram. Let's get some high altitude over these mountains. I am the Himalayas. What's our fuel, by the way? It is 5,000. And over the roof. And hello, mountains. I am like you. I am liking you. 30,000. The only place in the world where you're 30,000 feet, and it feels like you're about 2,000 feet. Alright guys, Bagram. I'm going to do a little fly around the airfield. In fact, I'm going to do a touch and go, because why not?
Easily done.
As cool as these maps are, I think Iraq, I think Afghanistan, topography-wise, the towns are pretty dire, and that's not the fault of the game. It's what they're like in real life, right? There is no 100-story fancy buildings in these countries, are there? They're just kind of, well, you know what I mean. 2 or 3 stories, and they all look the same. These cons make me think of the new book I'm reading. I'm reading a new Falklands book about the air combat going on. It's really interesting stuff. And every time I finish a chapter, I'm like, oh, that was so cool. We must go and reenact that. And so I go and check our reenactment list, of which we've done like 500 reenactments, and we've done it already. We've done so much that I've forgotten about now. Oh, someone's on fire. Wow. That's what happens. Who got shot?
Yeah, I needed to be put out of my misery.
I guess it kind of makes sense. Dark.
Gear broken was a bit slow.
Yeah. Oh, it's very, very much like my book now, because 2 Mirages just got shot down. Those first 2 kills by 801 Squadron.
Which book is it?
It's called Harrier 809 or 809 Harrier. It's not 801 book. It's not 800 book. It's the 809, the 3rd Squadron that came along slightly later.
Yeah,
That came in the Atlantic Conveyor.
Yeah, and how they were going to operate off it.
Turns out they didn't operate off it so good in the end.
No.
No, very lucky they got airborne when they did.
The Chinooks, not so much.
Chinooks not so much. One did. We got one off, Bird, and man, did that earn its weight in gold.
Did it ever?
But yeah, imagine how much we could have done with 4 or 5 or whatever it was. A lot of logistics could have been. Because it was a logistics war, as all wars are really. Frontline fighters are great, but logistics are what actually win the war. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on in that conflict.
You know what they say?
No matrix.
Majors think of tactics, colonels think of strategy, generals think logistics.
There we go. See?
Yeah, so one of the things was a front rotor ran into something. It knocked off part of one of the blades.
Okay.
So in order to balance it, they cut off the other 2 blades of the same length.
Is that in wartime?
In wartime, yes.
I did not read that. Wow. There was a lot of bodging. There was a lot of bodging going on. I'm reading about the moment the Sea Harriers. I thought they were perfect and pristine, but oh no, they weren't. They were very bodgy. Here we are, guys. I give you Bagram. Oh no, it's not Bagram. Where the hell am I? I did a thing.
Nope, you are.
Am I here?
Well, I'm at
I am
Bagram
here.
with its 2 non-ICAO standard parallel runways.
Oh yes, I see. Ladies and gentlemen, Bagram. I thought this was all urban. When I was looking at it earlier, I thought it was all urban. It's not. It's just a bit of countryside.
No, there's a lot of houses.
Yeah, I thought it was solid though. Like, I thought it was solid, but it's just kind of. I don't know if you call it urban. It's kind of villages and stuff, isn't it? I am villages.
And then you get the massive compound that is Bagram Air Base.
All right, who knows
airfield.
when or why this was built then? Someone must know. Viewers,
Soviets built it.
sorry, viewers, I need you to tell me, by the way, what reenactments you want done. Now we've got this side, because you tell me. Do you think the Soviets built it? Yeah, I mean, why not? Built a lot of infrastructure. Well, there's Bagram. I mean, it's a beast. Look at the size of it, guys. It's probably a 1.5 mile runway times 2, with basically, it's just a town, isn't it?
And then on to the south side of the runways, there's this massive, what looks like pads for helicopters.
Yes, I see that. There, you see that, viewers? Weird, isn't it? Here's a question for you, viewers. Once the conflict's ended, and the Americans and the coalitions have pulled out and just left these bases, what happens to these bases? Who operates them? Do they just die? They just left
Well,
to die?
I mean, the Afghanistan Air Force operated out of it for a while.
Viewer input required as usual. Guys, where's the massive giant city? I'm lost. I'm looking
I don't think there is a city here. I think the...
Not
No,
a
there
Bagram,
is.
we're
I'm looking for
talking about
Kabul.
Kabul, isn't there?
I'm looking for Kabul. Check the map.
Oh, you went to
Oh,
south.
that's way to the south.
Yeah, I've gone to the south. There
about
wasn't a
20
huge.
miles.
There wasn't a huge amount to see at Bagram, so I've overflew it. Right, guys, we're going to land at we're going to land at Kabul. Viewers, look at it. It's freaking massive. There's a statue there. I'm going to have a quick look at the statue and then land. It really is massive. Let me see the size of the city. I mean, I don't know how you measure a city really, but let's say it's there to there. It is. Wowza! 17 miles plus. With the suburbs, 20 nautical miles, 23 land miles. Jesus Christ, it's massive. Why is it so big? Is it on a river? It's not even on a big river, so why is Kabul so big?
But when you look at the size of the country, the population, the amount of land they have, like, building vertically really wasn't a necessity.
Fair comment. There's some stuff down. Don't worry, we'll go down low in a minute, viewers, and our belly boppers. There's a thing there. I don't know what that is. There's a thing there. I don't know. It's like an old observatory. Probably not an observatory. Probably a mosque. I would imagine. There's a lot of polygons going on there. Boom, 60 FPS. You can see it printed there. That's good.
I mean, I guess there is a lot of mountains, so there must be a lot of runoff water. So we may be just in an area where it settled well and it had good land for farming and other areas and
usually,
shelter.
A big historical city, you usually, in my experience, you see them at, where two big rivers join, or something obvious like that for trade, but it's not obvious here. But I'm sure the viewers will let me know. Right, guys, I'm going into land.
Marco Polo. I mean, Kabul was one of the places that Marco Polo traveled through, and I want to say when he was, like on his way out to seeing the Mongols, I think it's like 16 or 17, he got sick, and I think he stayed in Kabul for like a year. Yeah, I think he stayed in Afghanistan for like a year. So like if anybody reads about the adventures of Marco Polo and like the stories of his time, like he talks about this part of the world.
Right, there you go.
There seems to be one major river that runs through it north to south. Oh my god, this still has about 55 antennas.
And when I was coming down from 45,000 feet, I noticed that there's not many flat areas where you could build a city in this region.
Yes, there's
This
a
is
lot of
probably
mountains.
like the biggest flat spot you could find around.
Right, down you come, boys. Land. I'm getting helicopters.
Some like 8-story buildings to the south of the airport, but maybe that's just polygon.
The luxury apartment complexes
Yeah, the pinky roofs.
next to that hotel or big government building, and
That must be Cat.
Bunny hop. Woo! I love bunny hop, guys. And bunny hop. And bunny hop. I see one more. I love flying helicopters in this game. It's the coolest thing. I am the coolest thing.
Yeah, it is fun.
Oh, these tents are also open.
Tents are open.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
park my
protect you from the
16
sun.
there.
And bunny hop. Oh, that was a close one.
And we can indulge in one of the most dangerous things in DCS, formation in helicopters.
Yep. Right, guys.
Park in my tent.
Let's go. Where's the city centre, do you reckon? What vector? The outside of vector. I'd say probably, it feels like break. Sweet. Where's the HSI? South. It looks like south. Going south to find Marco Polo. Oh, yes, you're right. There's a multi-story building. How did that escape my eyeballs? Tell you what, the friggin' architects must have an easy job here, right? I want to build a house. What do you want it to look like? A square white box, like the other 10 trillion in this town.
Oh, did you try and fly your Huey inside one of these buildings here?
No, obviously not. What do you mean? Inside?
There's big hangars right here. You try and
I didn't.
hover inside of.
I did nay.
How many control towers do they need here at the airport too?
Apparently all. The viewers.
It is a big place.
The only apartment block in, where are we? Afghanistan. Careful,
Kabul.
careful. Kabul. Look, there's a lot of AC going on there, guys. A lot of Mitsubishi inverter sales going on there. Alright. Found the big tower block. Where now? Who can see a nice pretty?
Land on the roof.
Land on the roof. Why do we always think the same? Just tell me that, guys. Here's a question. Could you get ground effect from roof? Probably, right? In real life.
Yes.
Clear enough.
Right, how many friggin' knob faces can we fit on one roof, viewers? Let's find out.
You landed on the big 20-story structure.
Yep, I'm down. Ah, sexy, sexy boys. Pushing all the buttons, twiddling all the knobs. Sexy, sexy boys.
Amirus. Oh, I just recovered.
Oh, I was about to say, what a bell end. Man number 2's down. Oh, you're okay. You're good. You're still good. You're still good.
That rotor's only going one way.
It's going one way, isn't it? And that is going to cause some infrastructure damage and maybe a lawsuit if they have lawsuits in Kabul.
Oh, ow, ow.
Really, guys? It's that difficult to land on a giant building?
Push checklist.
Push. Yeah, get that checklist initiated.
I think mine's out of date. I don't think I'll be able to land.
Just land a damn plane. Sexy. Do it sexy. I mean, you're the best helicopter guy here. Just do it. There's my pushy
Yeah, made
baby.
it down without dying.
Oh, there's another guy.
Oh, rotor clash.
You good? Last guy. No, well done, guys. On 3, we're going to all take off at the same time and not hit each other. 1, 2, 3. I am sexy, 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 sexy boys. All right. No idea why we did that. Right, let's go and find something else pretty, guys. And then we must speed along.
Go towards the mountain down this that big double lane road. And off to the left, there will be a long, unique building. I think it's the DMV, but...
It is long, isn't it? Sir, how long do you want your building? Yes. This reminds me of Sim City. Did anyone play Sim City when they were a kid?
Oh yeah.
I played the hell out of that, guys.
I have to say this city's really nicely modelled. There's a lot of variety. It's not just lots and lots of the same buildings.
Roger.
Just beside that building where where you were trying to land on, it looks like a Soviet bloc kind of era stuff.
Well, it would make sense, I guess, wouldn't it? They were here for 10 years. They love nothing more than a good bit of prefab concrete, guys. Who doesn't? Until the bloody iron at the centre of the slab starts rusting. Alright, guys. I'm going to do the only honourable thing, which is to land on this mosque or whatever. Oh, it's pretty. Look at that. Viewers, what's this? Tell me what this is, viewers. That's your job. Everyone has a job here. No one gets a free ride. I'm landing on it. Oh, it's a memorial. Look, there's a guy in the middle. They've buried some guy. Maybe it's Marco Polo. Alright, I'm going to land on the big pointy knob. Well, they do have at least one architect here, because it's pretty, guys.
Just not a Soviet one.
Not a Soviet one. And stack. Perfect landing, as ever. Beautiful! Ow, ow, ow. I may have blown the guy up. Alright, very good.
Now there's a new guy in there.
There's a new guy, me, and I'm toasty. Alright, guys, we've wasted enough of the viewers' time here. Let's go and... Let's try formation takeoff. We haven't done that in a while. Who wants to lead, or is it me? It's probably me, isn't it? Where are we going now? It's Jalalabad. Right, who knows about Jalalabad? It sounds like... I don't know what it sounds like, but it sounds like something, doesn't it? It sounds like a type of dessert or something. Someone must know something about it.
Put a good strong crosswind in here so I'll get blown into you.
It's the best way, guys. I'm very slowly going to start feeding and throttling because I can't remember how to do a formation takeoff, so you'll just have to try and follow me. A bit more. 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 This is easy. A bit more. A bit more. Oh, and a guy on the right's freaking got this. A bit more. Can't work out to keep the plane straight. A bit more. We're going to go full burn on 3, 2, 1, mark. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you formation takeoff. On the hoof. And
Just come back a little.
rotate. Sexy time all over my body. Could have gone worse, right? All right. Let us do a bit of high altitude and 090 to Jalalabad. Well, baby says JE. I love some JE, please, Daddy.
Can you come back to zone 3, please, Cap?
Zone 3. Oh, right.
Yeah, a little bit of give on
Yeah.
the burner. You're still in reheat.
Not for longs. Right, so now we're heading east of Kabul. Yeah, I said it, Kabul. What's the time? Wow, we've already been an hour. Never mind, we'll be fine. And we're going over some Mount Agna towards Jalalabad. Guys, I've got a question. How many A's do you want in your town name? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Give me all the A.
All the A's in Afghanistan have gone there. Ooh, Pretty Mountains right, confirmed. Checking left. Also Pretty Mountains left. But which is the best? Unknown, guys.
Don't they have a lot of vowels in their town names in Wales?
Wales, man,
They have
that's it might as well
They
be
have
a
more
different planet.
consonants.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they have more consonants than well.
add C's, S's, K's, and Y's. Just and
L's.
then mix them up, and L's, mix them up, make this sound, and then just times that by more, and you're pretty much Welsh, guys.
Yeah, the longest place name in Britain is in Wales.
Of course it is. Clendathu, or was that in the movie? I can't remember. Oh, hello, Dark. Dark, could you somehow
It's a
fly
town
closer?
name.
You want closer?
No, I don't actually want closer. That's the boys.
Let's touch him, Dark.
Don't touch me. I don't want to be touched. I hate being touched. Ooh. We've still got it, guys. I know people say we ain't got it anymore because we got old and flabby, but look, we've still got it.
Could you come back to 98%, please, Cap?
Well, if you want to get anywhere fast, take one of these aeroplanes because they are friggin' bullet speed. Right, Jalalabad is pretty much in front of us, guys.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
see
so
the
I think-
rivers begin to widen out and become like floodplains here too.
Roger, I live on a floodplain. Hashtag viewers never live on a floodplain. It's really bad. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do then, guys. We're going to do a formation, stay in formation. We're going to brake when I say brake over the town. So stick with me in formation as I dive. It's going to be sexy and you'll brake in different directions. Basically, we're going to be super cool and people will love it. Why won't my plane go down? There we go. Alright, I'm going to come off the throttle just a smidgen. Personally, I don't see what can go wrong here, but if you do ruin it, you've got some spare F-16s here. I've seen a bridge. If you're into civic infrastructure, which I know some of you are. Visual runway. Right, this is going to be super sexy, guys. Follow my lead. Oh, look at those boys. They're born for this job, viewers. Born for it. Make sure your flare buttons are set to maximum sexy bang bang boom boom.
Sonic brake.
Guys, you will do your brake on 3, wait for it. 3, 2, 1, mark. Oh, sexy boys, come to my town. There you go. Who needs the red arrows when you've got us? I'm going to have a look around Jalalabad. And it's urban. There's some rivers here, look, guys.
Yeah, a lot of rivers seem to join here.
Yeah, so you can see why this town became a thing. I wonder if Jalalabad is like the original capital and Kabul became later on, because the old historic towns, like I said, it just seemed to always be on the rivers. Because they'd have to bathe their feet.
It was probably a primary trade route.
Yeah, that's why I suppose, isn't it? Look, yeah. Big sexy rivers, right? They're a funny shape. I wonder why they're that weird shape.
You know, if you wanted, you could follow the river from one city to another. From Kabul to here, you can follow a river.
Ah.
The rivers are that shape because of geography.
Because there's such a thing as geography. I got an A in geography, guys, when I was smart. There's a bridge here, and I was hoping for like a Golden Gate style bridge, but no, it's an Afghan style bridge. Alright guys, touch and go. Yeah, I said it, touch and go. Don's the runway.
Can you fly under said bridge though?
Glad viewers. That is Jalalabad upside down. And right way up.
Can you fly under the bridge?
Can you fly under the bridge? Well, that's something for you to test.
I know.
Yes, you can.
Well done.
No, you can't.
Someone managed it. Someone did. Wasn't on camera, never happened. You know the rules.
Who was that?
I was clearly looking at a different bridge.
And touch. And go. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Right, attempt number 2. Damn it.
Oh, bird! I saw that. Luckily, I put some spawns for you at Jalalabad. Well, there's your overview of Jalalabad, viewers.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any unique structures. But then again, even like tourism of Jalalabad, there's not a lot of unique structures that I could see them modeling.
So here's a question then. When you go to, let's say, English towns or maybe not American, but, you know, places that have had modern civilization for a long time, you find like all castles and ruins and stuff like that. I haven't seen any of that stuff in this country at all. I wonder why.
Oh, they have a lot. They have a lot. I just think Edie hasn't got around to modeling it.
Oops.
You're right, Bird. You can make it under.
I told you.
Yeah, this was a like Afghanistan was a very heavily traveled trade route when you talked about connecting China to the Western world. Like this is, you know, where everybody went.
I think it's where the Silk Road went through.
Yes, yes.
Remind our viewers what the Silk Road is.
Just the trade route to bring goods from China to, I guess, the Middle
Europe.
East and back. Yeah. Eventually end up in Europe, yeah.
Guys, I got a terrible frame drop here, down to a miserable 56 FPS. Can you believe that? Alright, so it was south, I think. Yeah, it's basically south. Let's say 190. Nothing to see along the way, so there's Panjshir up to high altitude, high speed, high sexy, guys. I know I use that word a lot, but it's an important word in the GR dictionary. Bye, Jalalabad. You're kind of cool, but also kind of a bit stale as well. I like all the rivers and stuff, that's good. That's Pakistan over there, isn't it, guys? I am Pakistan. Who feels like a bit of 40,000, guys?
Brought your pressure chute in there, Dark?
Yeah, did you bring your pressure suit?
No, I'm just gonna pray.
Now, these cockpits are all pressurized, so why does... In fact, this is a good question. I probably know the answer, but I've forgotten. Why does some high-flying jets, like the SR-71, the U-2, MiG-25, why do they need pressure suits for their pilots, but these jets don't?
In case there was a cockpit failure, glass break, anything.
Well, the thing is, what's the difference? I mean, you know, this plane's going to be 40,000 feet anyhow. It's not going to be that high, but is it just because they go so high that they've got time to get down?
No, it's over a certain altitude, your blood or the water in your body boils.
Right. The issue is that if you have a rapid decompression up to about 48,000 feet, you get pressure breathing through an oxygen mask, which is why people like F-16s and the like don't need a pressure suit. Above that, if you have a rapid decompression, you can't get enough oxygen, so you have to have a pressure suit. And the other thing is that if you have to do an emergency descent, it's going to take a long time from up around the 80,000, 90,000 feet.
Yes.
So if you have rapid decompression, you may not get enough oxygen to remain conscious as you start the descent. So pressure suits.
Aren't you not going to make it that long from the water in your body boiling when you're that high?
Well, I'm not really sure that's the case, because you're only talking about, well, I can't remember how many PSI it is, but the pressure change isn't normally enough to get your blood boiling. but it's not an issue. Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me it's not very pleasant up there?
Not if you have a rapid decompression. Oh yeah, the time of use of consciousness, anything above 40,000 feet, is measured in about 10 to 15 seconds if you don't get oxygen.
Roger. I've just been reading about we were shipping 3 extra Shahs, Sea Harriers, from Britain to Ascension Islands, thousands of miles away, just before it all kicked off. And although they came out of the factory, most of them weren't working. 2 of these 3 worked, but kind of. But the other one, its oxygen system didn't work, so they had to fly 2 of them at 30,000 feet, where it was nice air. Sorry, it's nice and efficient, and the other one had to fly in formation because none of their navigation systems worked either. Flew below them, looking at their cons at 20,000 feet, which was I understand what it meant by this, but he said the equivalent cockpit pressure at 20,000 feet is 10,000 feet, and it could just about breathe at 10,000 feet without the oxygen system. I don't know why the pressure would be different in the cockpit as compared to outs. I don't know. I didn't understand what he meant anyway, but yeah.
It's still a sealed cockpit, or still a sealed environment, and it could be that, I guess, the system, there may be 2 systems in use, but only one was fully working. I don't know for the Harrier. I know in like commercial aircraft you've got your AC packs, and if one fails, you can't fly as high because of it can't keep up.
Well, your cockpit pressurization is just done off of bleed air, whereas the oxygen system is like you're either going to have like a liquid oxygen that gets converted to gas, a gas oxygen that gets piped to you to breathe, or like now they have O-box converters that's able to actually extract oxygen out of the air that gets pumped into it. But as far as like the air that's getting pumped into your cockpit is not actually supplying enough oxygen. It's just creating an air pressure differential so that you can survive at that altitude.
Guys,
The thing is that
We're over target, by the way.
we've gone so fast, so quickly in this plane that we've overshot. So sorry, go ahead.
fighter planes aren't generally, their structure around the cockpit is generally built, for the 9G or whatever it is, but that means that it's not designed to resist really high pressures. So fighter pilots will have partial pressurization, far less than airliners. So you fly in an A350 up to 40,000 feet, you get 8,000 feet cabin altitude, or even 6,000 feet. In a fighter at that altitude, your cabin altitude will be 18 to 25,000 feet, and you'd then need the oxygen, whereas an airliner wouldn't.
Right, so they're only partial. In a fighter jet, you're only partially and you can kind of see by the design of the canopy, it's not designed to, take a lot of outward pressure, so they're partially pressurized but not fully pressurized. That explains exactly what he was saying there. It was giving him kind of delta 10,000 pressure. Right.
Yeah, they've probably been on oxygen air mix at 20,000 feet with a cabin altitude of maybe 12, 15,000 feet, something like that, whereas an airliner would be down to 6,000 feet cabin altitude.
Well, there you go, guys. Yeah?
Are we landing here?
Can anyone find the base? I'm trying to assess it.
I'm right over the top of it. It looks like it's dirt.
I'm over something, yeah.
Hell yeah, we're landing on that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we're landing on that.
It looks like the runway wasn't finished.
Right, viewers, we have today's first grass, mud, mauve, myrrh, Frankenstein, I don't know, runway. I'm going straight in because I'm super cab at the end of the day. Got to push the buttons and twiddle people's knobs and pull and twist and pivot and sex points and gear down. Of course, canopy needs to go up. Let's land this mother.
Or is this the heliport? Oh no, the heliport has...
Let me guess, that has a perfect concrete runway. This has Frankenstein, frankincense, and myrrh. What the hell is myrrh? What the hell is frankincense?
Frankincense is an incense.
There you go.
Yeah.
Why did Baby Jeebus have that?
Myrrh is because it's expensive.
Oh, right. There you go.
Heliport also has a marl or a gravel runway, it looks like.
Down.
Right, Captain, I've been summoned, so I'll leave you
Bye,
there.
Matrix. Thank you for your pearls
Cheers,
of
then.
wisdom.
Pleasure, anytime.
Hey, Doc. You alright? Oh, did he screw it up? I don't know. Uh-oh. I should have landed slower.
I had to dodge a different plane.
I found a... No. Hey!
someone's coming
That
in.
was a lot better than I thought. Easier than I thought it was going to be, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, F-16. Not only can it go way, way stupidly fast. Oh, there's some things that I could dodge around. But... So this must be a military base, right? Because it's all covered in walls and stuff. The acidic walls and stuff. So, viewers,
Seems
I
to
want...
be a feature of Afghanistan airports.
It really
walls,
is, isn't it? I
concrete
wonder
walls.
who operated from here then. No, it couldn't have been an American base because look, it's made of friggin' mud. So some guy operated.
Wire.
Look at my beautiful nerds trying to land. Wow, that guy's really overcooked it, hasn't he? Hey you! If you make that landing, I'm giving you a gold medal because you're not making that landing. But we'll enjoy your death. Smash!
Nice tents to park in.
Good
Joke's on
ejection.
you, I'm alive.
Joke is indeed on me, bird. Looks like you win this one. But there will be more. So where are
I'm
we?
gonna try and land at the heliport.
When we started talking about pressures, I must admit... Alright, let's go and have a look at Simba. I must admit I lost focus, viewers. I do lose focus easy. Alright, Simba, heliport it is. Wow, that looks even worse than our one we just landed on. Good luck, sir. You'll need it. Well, it's a military heliport as well, because look. I mean, it looks modern. Well, actually, I don't know. Take that back. Maybe it's Soviet. Maybe they were worried about the global warming effects of using concrete. And so just went for the mud approach. Alright, Simba. You got to take off as well, obviously. Smash it. Look at that. Showing the Stovall takeoff ability of the new F-16.
Gravel kit enabled.
That was a close one. Just saying. Oh, there's the river. Alright guys, I am going to get a new jet here because I'm all out of fuel because I was playing silly bollocks, as usual. Quick look around town and then we're going whoa west. Well, how do you protect your jets from thermonuclear blast in wherever we are? Ghost. I use a canvas tent. That membrane will do the job. Alright guys, we've got to take off. I'm ever so slightly... Okay, a thing happened. We mated.
I mean, I did it from a heliport.
I must sadly love you and leave you, gentlemen.
What's the matter with you lot? Bye, bird.
I have work to go to.
Why can you spend all of your days doing this for free on my friggin' demand? Bye, bird. Have fun. Go
Right?
aeroplanes.
You know,
whatever the hell it is
if you want to pay me money and all that, you know, if YouTube would pay you more money, so you could.
You're
pay
right.
us money.
Yeah. Worry about that first. Yes, one day. One day.
Isn't that what that YouTube manager wanted to talk about? Is our salaries?
Yes, it was the salaries that he wanted, that she wanted to talk about. I've got a YouTube manager now, basically, viewers. It's my kind of last gash response of trying to get it to work. So she gave me loads of stuff I've got to do, homework, and I'm almost certainly not going to do it. All right, guys, let's friggin' push the thunder button. Yes, I said it, the thunder button. Basically, just said to just don't do anything that you're doing now. Just quit everything you're doing now. Play the game much more seriously. Taking off. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. In my meeting, you know what I'm like. I'm kind of socially awkward. You've probably noticed that about me after 8 years. So the lady I was talking to, my new YouTube manager, I was trying to explain the intricacies of fighter combat and what we do, and she was looking very uncomfortable, guys. Very uncomfortable. So I tried naval warfare, and that didn't go any better. Basically, I'm saying there is no second date. Right, where are we going, guys? It is... We're all going to Gardes, which Simba's pretty much there, and we're going to have a quick look around, and then we're going to land there.
I mean, she probably spends most of her time managing, you know,
rock stars and
people's YouTube channels that are like travel blogs or
Kittens.
yeah.
She knows all the buzzwords, guys. So buzzwords are important. I'm going the wrong way. I'm not concentrating again. I've completely lost focus, guys. No, I'm going the right way. I'm going the right way. I apologise to myself. Gardes. That sounds like a friggin' place in Mexico. Why are we going to Mexico? Gardes. General Mendoza, Senor Gardes. And that's what we've got.
The Irish police.
Irish police? What? Why are we talking about the
Aren't
Irish?
they called the Guard or something?
Oh, they are. They're called the
Guardia or
Garda. Yeah. Oh, God. I can't remember how the Irish accent... How's the Irish accent? Oh, the bird's gone. I won't know now. Yeah.
Did you put jets at Gardes?
No, there are no more jets, so don't mess up from now on, guys. Let's see if any of us can do all 4 landings now. Based on skill and skill alone, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's me out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to start at about a 4,000 pounds of fuel disadvantage.
That might end up being an advantage, you know. I get the feeling we're in for some rugged terrain, guys. Where is it? Mendoza? Mendoza, where are you? Mendoza! There's a cloud. It's in my first low-level cloud today. Oh, is the level lower here? We must be a lower ASL, AGL, whatever. No, probably not, actually.
7,700.
Why is this country so friggin' high up? And how does the country get high up? I mean, the space between the mountains surely should be low. Surely that makes sense. Not 7,000 feet. What a weird country, guys. They must be all friggin' oxygen deprived. That's why the architects are so bad. It's here. It is here. Oh, it's here. Right, come on in. That's fine. That's a normal runway. Land it. Full stop. Big wangs hanging out. Right, now I got a lot of... Oh, Simba's already down. Right. Okay, we better land opposite way to... You know what I mean? Land the way that Simba landed, otherwise it's going to get very painful. There you go, viewers. Here's Gardez. A nice little garden town. And a bridge. Not flying under that one. Turning in. Hey, that guy cut me off. Right, what's V-min when landing one of these suckers? Let's find out.
What's your fuel load? 140?
High.
150?
Oh, you never do that. Not in one of these. You need a plane with wings to be able to
probably
do that.
165.
65. Aiming for?
You're going to want to try and touch down as soon as possible.
Agreed. Wow, this really... God, this is a friggin' nightmare. I'm not going to make it. 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 Come on. Come on. Fuck. Fuck. Sorry for the swear words, viewers. I'm going right up this guy's jet pipe. No need to panic after. It's a bit uphill. Yeah, Simba definitely made the right choice of landing direction anyway. And yes, the brakes are friggin' garbage on this plane. Dark got down okay. You did alright, Dark. What did you land at?
Like 160.
Alright, there's a guy coming in, make way. You know my thoughts on guys. You all know my thoughts on guys. Well done! You can tell the friggin' core boys are left because we're doing it perfect now. Alright guys, take off, head west. Don't hit each other. Let's go, go, go.
Yeah, maybe.
Time. Yeah, we're good. We're good, guys. We got a bit of time. Airborne, alright. What a rugged bitch. Anyone got vectors?
252.
252 doesn't sound right. I have gone in a different direction. Negative. Go. Yes, you're right. Actually, 252.
No, 252 is right.
Alright.
Can't believe you questioned me.
Right, let's have a get. I can't remember what the runway is, but I'm going to guess it's not very suitable. So fingers crossed. We're ascending.
I got a feeling it's going to be.
Who's freaking Wheelie McGee here with his starboard wheel still out?
That would be me.
He thinks he's Memphis Belle. You're not Memphis Belle. Oh, I learned something the other day. I learned something. Yes, I remember what it was. I was at a pub. You guys don't know what a pub is because you're all frigging colonials, but I was at one of those the other day with my baby. Surprise,
Warm
surprise.
beer and stale popcorn?
Yeah, sure, that. And I looked on the wall, and it had a picture of a B-17, which was the Memphis Belle, and the Memphis Belle was based at that, not at the pub. Well, they would have been at the pub as well, but at the airfield that's now a housing estate next to the pub. There you go, true story.
Alright, you see kind of that tiny mountain formation that's out in the flats in front of us?
Absolutely.
About 1 o'clock?
Not. Yes, I do actually.
Just past the big cloud?
I do, I see it.
I believe it's going to be on the other side of that.
Alright. Let's freaking do it, guys. Well, here we are. Here's another bunch of mountains, viewers. Here's another big basin full of, not urban sprawl, but what would you call that? Not suburban sprawl. Maybe suburban sprawl? Oh, I see it. I see the runway. It looks interesting. It looks problematic, guys. The special house is a mosque. A mosque.
We're not landing here, are we?
Of course.
Yes.
At a heliport? Okay.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? Right, where is it? I lost. Oh, yes, there it is. Oh my god, that's... Hang on, I'm really confused now. I'm confuddled and confused. It's not what I thought it was. Yes,
Well,
it is a tiny heliport.
Sometimes you guess it.
I suggest that's probably not possible, guys. I found the
I'm
world's
doing
only-
runway 17.
That looks problematic. There he is.
I found a road
He's
that
not
looks
stopping.
better than
He's
this.
He's not stopping. He's not stopping.
He might stop.
He's not.
That wall will
And
stop him.
Anti-skid off.
It's a dead jet. It's a dead jet, isn't it? This one.
Well, if I can get a manual pushback, my wings are still intact.
Right, I'm lining up for the
I
road.
think I'll give the runway a go.
Going in. Final road. Right, look for a nice spongy bit.
And made it.
Wow, well done.
Landed uphill, yeah.
Kudos.
Turn the anti-skid brakes off. Make sure to touch down around 130.
Shit, I've misjudged this so badly. So badly. Jesus Christ. I had a bit of a close shave there, guys. Sort of landed. So you managed to land, Dark?
Yeah. I had about 5 feet left on the runway.
Wow, done. I wonder what your touchdown speed was. Alright, Dark.
Under 130.
Simba, you get a new jet and catch up. Dark, turn around, take off, and then we're off to our next place.
Oh yeah, lots of extra room to take off.
Alright. Well done. F-16, baby. Right, where are we going? We are going...
I don't
about
think I could land it again if you gave me 10 tries.
about 120-ish, I believe. I found the only lake in Afghanistan, right here, viewers. It's watery.
Got any marinas on it?
It does not look very marina field, so I suggest boating is not... Well, I don't know, maybe. Hang on. Alright guys, we're looking for a place called Sharana. Sharana! Oh, I see it. Oh, this is another interesting one, guys. Well, this one looks like a proper military base. It is definitely a proper military base, guys. It's got the walls and everything. It's a massive military base, but the runway's tiny. Or maybe it's just my eyes. It's probably just my eyes. Let's give it a go.
It looks like it is about 0.8 of a mile. Now 3/4 mile runway.
Alright, final. A weird arse approach.
Altitude.
Bump. Oh, I bumped it. Yeah, it's pretty easy. If you don't value your rear gear. Alright, bring it in, boys. I suggest landing on a heading of 140. Oh wow, Dark, that was a hard one. Oh, this guy just sailed past me. Oh, too fast, Captain. Can you save it? No. He's hitting the concrete, he's hitting the concrete. J-turn!
Did he blow his wheels in the last landing? His tires?
Oh, gutted, sir. Simply too fast. Too fast. Dark, that's more like it. Anyone else?
Come in. And who sent me data? right now.
Now's the time we think data would be good for you.
Oh, there was lots extra here.
All
How
right.
long that other runway was.
Come on, stop that aeroplane. Stop that aeroplane. Make that aeroplane stop.
Apparently the Bulgarian one has a parachute.
There you go.
There's a lot of them that have chutes.
They're just being delivered now, Block 70s. All right, guys. Oh, there's a Zeppelin on our right. Look at that. You seen that? I'm a friggin' giant Zeppelin. Punch it,
Air brakes,
Chewie.
Cap.
You want my air brakes in again? Right.
Just if you want.
There's some more canvas tent hazards here, guys. Oh, I got data as well. Thanks for the data. Thanks for sharing the data, guys. I'm all about the gigabytes and gigabytes and gigabytes. Alright. Last base, here we come. Oh, I've finally lost a wheel.
I'm not the only one now.
No, not the only one. I'm also no longer an ambi
I'm
wheeler.
amazed that mine still work.
Alright, keep your eye out for Ergun, guys. Please don't stop. Wow, this one's a real short one.
Yeah, that's half the length of the last one that we thought was too short.
Sir, how long would you like your runway? The same length as it is wide.
No, proper meal sim.
Oh, probably right. Stop the checklist, please.
Warning, 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 warning. Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, this ain't gonna be pretty. Needed to burn off more gas. Go around, go around, go around, go around. This is gonna be impossible.
I have a plane.
Right, I tried with my gear up, down, sorry, and it's physically not doable. So I'm gonna try with just one gear, see if I can crumple it. Oh god, both of my gear are now damaged, and they're both stuck down. My belly landing dream has just gone up in flames, guys, as I'm about to. Right, so I've somehow got to land that, viewers. Figured if I impact it hard enough, I might smash that landing gear back in place. Oh, someone just blew up. Whoops.
You guys are going downhill from that way.
Oh, I stopped in time.
That's important, guys. Oh, yeah, no one's making this sucker.
Where I cleared a structure for you.
That's important, guys. I tried digging my nose in to see if it helps. Oh, it doesn't!
Bingo. Bingo.
Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Yes, I crumpled the gear just like I wanted to. Now slow down, you stupid aeroplane. More friction. Yeah! Sexy time, guys. Is that everyone?
Landing diagonal might be a better option.
Here she comes. Here she comes.
Dark, that's face housing. That's face housing.
Base housing is expensive. Go round, screw the pooch. That's the way I landed from
It's
Dark.
not coming to a stop on the installation. I don't think it counts.
Oh, my engine just gave up. Silly aeroplane. Who designed this thing?
There you go. Speed bumps. That'll slow you down.
Perfect. All right, we're going to do Thelma and Louise next, guys. So push that button, please.
All right, I'm the far left Humvee.
Far left. Let's do it. Right, you best explain to the viewers what you're doing here, Simba.
So, in an effort to prove that the world is not round, we're going to go to the edge of the Earth and fall off of it.
Yeah, that's actually a fair comment, guys. This will answer many age-old questions. And being a group of flat earthers, this suits us perfectly.
Pay attention to the altitude because, memory served, we will be at 16,000 feet of altitude when we hit the end of the Earth. But kind of after we get over this particular hill crest, you'll see the ice wall from Game of Thrones. And we get to explore our first bit of DCS China.
China, yeah. It's going to be a big map.
Yep.
Mountain.
Yep.
Oh, God. Mountain. Right, downhill now. That's good. Oh, I think I see the end of the world. I think I see the end of the world.
So I was in southern Nevada on the United States loneliest highway once and had a B-52 fly over me at 600 feet.
Why did it do that? That's awesome.
It was on a low-level route.
That was awfully nice of them.
You know, it should have gone a local color and driven Hiluxes.
Yeah, but these are making pretty decent speed, and speed is what we're gonna want.
Wow, the Great Wall is really a thing.
Yes.
I don't know if I don't remember Magellan writing about this wall and when he crossed into China.
Magellan or Marco?
Marco, Magellan, Columbus. You know, all those weird old dudes that tried to spend all their days traveling the world instead of real work. That ridge is kind of going from our right to left, up just off our nose. That's what we're gonna take. All right, Cap.
Edge of the world, here we go. Oh no! Woohoo! Oh, that makes me feel a bit weird. Whoa! I hit the wall. Oh, I've stopped. I've stopped on the wall.
Just keep going. Nope, keep going downhill. And then slam the brakes and you'll keep falling.
Wow, that guy's having a bad day. Oh, I see, it's not perfectly vertical. Oh, you boys are tumbling. You done gone do tumbling, guys. Oh, some guy I've just merged with. Merge. Let's start that tumble again.
So when we get to like 6,000 feet, the slope increases.
I'm falling down the edge of the world. Oh, Jenkins is here. Hello, Jenkins. How are you doing? Very good, sir. Edge of the world, sir. Yes, I know. Let's drive. Oh, there we go. That worked. Ow. 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 Ow.
Conventional
Ow.
physics don't work when you've gone off the end of the world,
It
Cap.
does appear so. I am so tumbling right now. They call me Mr. Tumbells. No, you don't. I want to tumble. Oof. Ow. Ow.
I'm tumbling the wrong way.
Tumble.
Like,
Ow. 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 This is how all driving should be done. You need a very tough car. Yes!
but I'm able to.
You see someone flying through the air.
Yeah, I just got the best tumble ever. It's been the best tumble ever. Wow, wow, it's got steep. Oh, it gets really steep. Starting to feel a bit giddy now. Oh god, that's bad. Creating new universe, entering wormhole. Oh, have we made it? Am I there? I think I'm there. I'm there! We reached the end of the world. Oh, my engine died. But I reached the end of the world. Oh, there, I see the boys. There they are. Look. Hey, boys. I'll zoom in.
Up the hill.
Can't zoom in for some reason. Your engine's dead.
No.
Yeah, my engine's definitely dead. 100% dead. Right, we explored the new areas of Afghanistan, and they're nice and Afghanistani and pretty, and some interesting bases and some challenges to be done. And we went off the edge of the world, more importantly, and it's steep, it turns out. That's all I've got to report. Anything else from the boys?
Nope. It's fun. Go explore the map.
I believe what that guy said. And bye-bye.